Guys, this guy alikula rent yangu na deposit. He didn't pay my rent and deposit, alikula. Mimi niko hapa nikidhania tunangojea receipt and everything. There was nothing, completely nothing coming my way.
Always do it on my own, so I gotta get through it. And the only thing I know is to love what I'm doing. Never give up, never slow, till I finally prove it. Never listen to the no's, I just wanna keep moving. Keep my head up when I act, head up, that's a fact. Never looking back, I'ma keep myself on track. Keep my head up, staying strong, always moving on. Feel I don't belong, tell my thoughts to move along. Push myself to be the best, die with no regrets. Live with every breath, see my message start to spread.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Storytime, aka Miss WIT. Guys, where do I start? Actually, I moved out, and in this video I'm gonna tell you 5 main reasons why I moved out of my previous 1-bedroom apartment. Let me sit vizuri. So guys, the first reason why I moved, we all can see the light. Imagine I'm just sitting in the middle of the room. You can see my room is half empty. I'm just sitting in the middle of the room, and imagine the kind of lighting. Ish, you guys. Lighting, guys. So on this issue of lighting, when I realized it was becoming too much, is because I think when you are in an enclosed area, let me say, when you are in a place whereby like you just see darkness, you can't even feel the sunlight and everything, I think at some point you feel like your mind and your brain and everything is just like compressed. So if a time I was just nilikuwa na feel hadi ni kama niko depressed. You see, I actually started feeling like I was depressed. My moods just changed from nowhere, and things were just happening, and I was like, I'm not gonna continue being in this house if my peace of mind is not doing fine. So I was like, okay, I must move. So when I was moving, I was like, what am I looking for in the new apartment? So my thing was light. Cause one, I was feeling like I'm depressed. Two, my mind was also running up and down, and my plants were dying. Imagine my most expensive plant dying. I was just like, what the hell? I had to carry my plant from first floor hadi huko juu, I think 4th floor, kuiweka ndio ipate sun. And this plant is like, I don't know how many kgs plus the sand. I was just like, this is not going to continue like this. So I decided like, me, I just want to live where I'm comfortable and everything. That's what, guys, the issue of lighting. And you can see at the moment I'm shooting with my phone. Yes, my phone is on the tripod, but I don't have any light going on. My steamer imezima. I'm just using the light. Now ujue nimefunga dirisha because of the sounds zenye is going to, because I just live near the road. Kuna school just nearby in case you hear the noises. Na kuna gari hapo chini, I think wana power water to go up. So imagine I'm having this kind of lighting and my windows are closed, like the curtain to the open. You see, this is what I was missing, guys. Lighting. The second thing that I was missing, guys, is space. I'm talking about space because actually when I was in my bed sitter, you guys remember, I used to shop for my things zenye zinakuja. Like I was shopping just knowing at the back of my mind that I'm gonna move to a 1-bedroom. When I move there, I need to have ABC. And then when I'm in this house, I need to also do 1, 2, 3, you know. So I had a plan already. That's why in my bed sitter, I had a lot of things, because I knew one day I'm gonna move into a 1-bedroom, and that 1-bedroom is gonna look marvelous. So guys, I moved to that 1-bedroom. I had a lot of things going on, and my living room, imagine my seat was, in fact, what made me to realize that that house was tiny is because of my seat. You remember previously I had a 3-seater, an L 3-seater, but with time I was just like, when visitors come, others are standing, I don't know what, so it was not working for me. So I was like, I'm gonna get another seat. So I went ahead and got a 5-seater, an L seater again. And when I got the seat is when I realized, wow, space is not even in this house. So it's just like, I need to upgrade. And another thing, guys, apart from the issue of space, I was also looking at adopting a puppy. Not actually adopting, buying. Let me just use the word buying because actually I bought it. So I bought her Kaya to eat. Forgive me, Gigi. So I got Gigi. I actually started paying for Gigi. It should have been a long time ago, and nilikuwa niko almost because nilikuwa nibakisha kulipa 5 Gs ndio wakuje, and I realized if I want her to come, that space haingetosha for her to play around, because you know puppies, they want to play, they want to discover things, just just up and down. So it's like this space, I don't think so. So when I was looking for a house, I was actually looking for something that has a hallway so that she can be running up and down the hallway. And the living room should be big, because in this living room it's so huge that I actually have her corner on the other side. I will show you. This house is so huge that I actually have a corner for Gigi on the other side. And you see, I wanted to bring in Gigi. My plants were dying, guys, and I was also getting I was actually getting depressed just because of the space, the confinement, and the tininess. Things happen, by the way, and sometimes things happen for a reason. Actually, when looking at this house, this one and the other one, they had actually bought 1 bedroom, but with this one, I just say that I upgraded to a better 1 bedroom, to which this one is a great upgrade, because I have the space I was looking for, a lot of lighting, as you can see for yourselves, and apart from the lighting, I also have space not only for Gigi and me, but for my plants, and my plants are thriving, guys. My plants are thriving. Why? I need to show you my plants, guys. They are thriving. Like, immediately I moved from that house, things just started happening, guys. I don't actually know, because sometimes they say, and somebody said, what is the statement? They actually say that sometimes God holds our things or our success or whatever for us to, how do I explain this? Like, Mungu hushikilia your portion of success just until you learn to appreciate it. Something like that. I don't know if I said it correctly, but it's something like that. Like, you don't just get everything you're looking for, because sometimes when you get things like this, you don't appreciate the process. So that is what I mean. And apart from the space and lighting, guys, another thing is just that I was bored. And with boredom, I'm just like, I needed to change the environment, I was bored and I needed to change the environment. Why am I saying this, guys? Sometimes when you are somewhere, you don't feel the vibes of that place. I don't know if you understand that saying, guys. When you are in a certain place and you don't feel the energy that surrounds you is not positive, like you're not moving. Oh, actually you are moving, but you're not moving with the pace that you would actually want to move. So for me, I think that space, as much as it was something, I'm feeling like at some point it was like holding me back when I wanted to do more things. Because you want to do something and you're like, the space is not enough. You want to do another and you're like, I don't know what. You just have to think about so many things that are around you, in that you hold on doing things that you wanted to have done earlier. So for me, that space actually, I think it held me back for some time, because I'm not like complaining, I'm just stating that it actually held me back for a period of time. And apart from that, guys, changing environment is actually something nice, because for me, I was actually feeling like I'm depressed or something. And when I changed the environment, actually looking at me now, and maybe you can go look at my other videos, you realize that something was not right somewhere. I don't know, but for me I can see that. I don't know if you guys, you can see that, but yes. So it was an issue of space, lighting, and changing of the environment, because I was bored. And guys, the fourth thing is value for my money. Value for my money, guys. So I know I did mention how much I was paying for that house, but I will just mention since I moved out. The 1 bedroom was going for 16,500. 16,500. Space was limited. No lighting. Like, my bulbs were always on 24/7. If I am in the house, my bulbs should be on. And in that house, you open the curtain, you close the curtain, it's still the same thing. No light coming in. You understand? So I was not getting value for my money. As much as it served me for a period of time, I'm also just stating that in that house I was not getting value for my money. Because what do I mean by value for my money? Value for my money in that is the space what I'm paying for. It's not. Am I getting the service I need? And I need lighting, guys. I need to open my windows. Oops. I don't know what is happening. I need to open my windows and see at least light come in. But there, you open your windows, nothing is coming in. And then you're opening your windows, and then like kila mtu may open the windows because it's only at home. So instead of fresh air coming in, you're getting like ile air yenye hujui kama ni bangi, ni sigara, ni nini, you know. And then the place itself ilikuwa na a lot of students, and you guys, you know the issue with students. They are always just in their own world. They do things the way they want. So you know when you're not into, I know because I have been a student for the longest time possible, but I have been a student, yes, but at least I learned to also respect other people's space and just the environment, you know. But there, msee anavuta bangi amefungua dirisha, juu pale hakuna air circulation, hiyo bangi yote inaishia kwako. Tell me, is that not passive smoking? It is passive smoking, and like I was just like, hata sasa hivi kapimwa on sijui bang or what. Si watasema watu yo, wewe unavutanga bangi, I don't know what, things like that, guys. So those are some of the things that made me to actually move out of that house. Value for my money, space, lighting, and boredom. I know you guys are already judging me, but please don't judge me. Sometimes you just need to say things the way they are, and that is why I'm stating the facts here. And another thing that made me to move, guys, is I'm not gonna mention that. I think I should not mention that because you guys, me na washuku sana. You can actually use that against me. Alafu, getting done with now the issue of reasons why I moved, guys. That house, now this is like story time. You need to trust your landlord, you need to trust your caretaker, you need to trust the environment that you are in, right? So for me, the fifth reason is I did not trust the environment I was in. Guys, here is a tiny story about how I moved to that house. I was house hunting. I know I showed you videos. I went where, house hunting, looking for houses, and then I just landed on that house. Landing on that house, I meet this caretaker. The caretaker tells me, the house upper chini ni 15,500, pale juu 16,500. If you have to come in, you need to pay 35,000. That is 17 plus 17. Yeah, I remember I paid 35k. 17 plus 17. I think he tops ilikuwa ya maji or something. I can't remember so well. So I'm telling the caretaker, you know what? Okay, I need the bank account and everything so that I pay for the house. And he's like, no, you can send my M-Pesa or you give me cash, but I will prefer cash. And then my sixth sense kicks in, and I'm like, no, I better do the M-Pesa then. If I have to pay if I have to deposit the money with you. So I'm just there, and then something tells me, no, you don't have to pay before you come into the house. So I'm like, yo, you know what? I've been in this scenario previously, so I'm like, I want to just move in, and then the same day I move in is when I pay. And it's like, okay, that is fine. But the house you want to move in, somebody is still in, so we have to wait because the person is moving out tomorrow, and then I will do the washing and everything for you so that when you move in on Sunday, you'll be okay. Si mimi na kisho wangu hii nikaona tu me I've gotten a deal. So I say, okay, fine, I'll be moving in on Sunday at 10 a.m. Guys, Sunday 10 a.m. I'm coming in. The house actually, because the house I saw was the one on the ground floor, but I didn't like it because now that one was completely dark. Like there was no lighting. So I'm just like, no, this one issues of internet, So I'm just like, I will check the one upstairs. So this guy, I come in, I check the house. Actually, it was fine, but lighting was limited. But now, I'm already here with my things. Do you go back? You don't go back. So I'm like, okay, fine. I'll just take it. But I will see on ways how to make this work. So at that time, I didn't even overthink that I can't break down windows. I can't bring in light if it was not built to be like that. My mind is just like, okay, I just moved. So, and at that time, guys, I didn't even have a type for what I wanted, because actually what I wanted at that time was way over my budget. Then I just settled for that because let me just do this for some time. So in that house, I moved in. The first week is down, and then I'm like, hi caretaker, can I please have my receipts for the deposit and everything, and maybe the contract so that I sign? And this guy just starts going like this, and I'm like, what is wrong with this guy? I meet him on the stairs and I'm like, hi, I need my receipt, I need everything so that I file, because I usually file for those kind of things. I don't want to be arrested for things I do not know. So it's like, okay, I will tell my landlady to do ABC and then I will get it to you. Huh? 1 month down the line, not 1 month, 2 weeks down the line, this guy has not given me the receipts. And I'm like, okay, this guy, what is happening here? Something, okay, my mind just says something is wrong here, something is wrong as. And I'm like, what do I do? So I'm like, so when I meet him the next time, I'm like, Ketaka, I think I will need the number for the landlady. I don't think I need the receipts anymore. I just need the number for the landlady. I need to talk to the. So I'm trying like to use that psychology thingy. I want to talk to her so that I can repaint my house. I need to do wallpaper, so I need to know her take on that. And he just goes straight ahead and tells me the landlady won't allow to paint. She also doesn't want wallpapers in the house. And I'm like, you're not even the landlady. I want to talk to the landlady herself. And he's like, okay, I'll send you the number. I'm like, how can you miss the landlady's number and you are her employee? You need to have it on your phone. And it's like, no, you know the phone I'm having now, it doesn't have contacts. I will go to check the other phone in the house. And I'm just like, okay, fine. But from that time I was just like, no, something is wrong with this guy. Something is wrong. Okay? Guys, this guy alikula rent yangu na deposit. He didn't pay my rent and deposit, alikula. Mimi niko hapa nikidhania chinangojea receipt and everything. There was nothing, completely nothing coming my way. So mi ni nani? Mi si pale mbele kuna shops. I go to the one of the shops and I'm like, hi, I just moved here recently. I've not yet met the landlady. Could you have her number so that you help me? This guy is like, yes, I can give you. He gives me. So I'm calling, hi, my name is S. I moved to this house on first floor. I paid. I have not received my receipt, ABC, and I also haven't received the contract. Blah blah blah. What goes on here? And she's like, when did you move in? I'm not even aware you moved in. I don't even know that I have a vacant house. Yani she just goes this throwing words saying, and I'm like, yeah, have I been conned? So we organize, and I tell her, because I'm going to work, I'll be back at around 7. Could you make some time and come over so that we discuss this? And she's like, fine, I'm down. So I come from work earlier. She comes in and she's like, okay, you're telling me you paid? Yes. And I'm like, yes, here's my M-Pesa message. She sees I'm asking, is this your employee? And she's like, yes, this is him. Yeah, that amount. She writes down the date, the time, and everything. Here, you guys, see, amemaliza kuandika. Mimi, I'm sitting there. She calls in the caretaker. The caretaker comes. The caretaker says, oh, nilimwambia niko na fuliza. Sijui what stories come. Yani, he's just like this. And the landlady asks me, have you ever seen anywhere where you pay the caretaker? Me, I'm like, I asked this guy for the account number. He said we paid to him by cash, and then I insisted on M-Pesa. And she's like, okay, we will settle this. So she asks the guy, where are the receipts for this lady? Because I'm not giving her a contract to sign if you don't have the receipts for her. And he's like, actually, I don't know, 17,000 ilikuwa na fuliza, nikalipa 17,000, receipt ndio hii. The landlady takes the receipt, writes down my house number, who takes a picture, gives me the receipt, and she got it. Hey, so where is the 17,000? Oh, fuliza, I don't know what, Yani, he was just going like this. Me, I'm just like, Mate, me, I need to sleep. Because at that time it was around 10 p.m. I need to sleep because tomorrow I'm also going to work. And she's like, okay, we'll sort this. She goes. From then, we didn't actually sort as per se, but actually I started paying the rent directly to the landlady. And then it came a time when I realized this house is not doing me any good, and I just mentioned to this lady that I'll be moving out on this date, so I am not able to wait for the deposit, blah blah blah, Hey, you guys, she didn't reply to my messages. And then I meet the caretaker and I'm like, yo, caretaker, what happened? I asked the landlady I'm moving, she didn't say anything. I've been calling her, she's not receiving. Now it's been 3 days, she has not even gotten back to me. And he's like, let me just tell you the truth, you won't receive a deposit. At the back of my mind, I'm just like, okay, maybe I'm not receiving my deposit because you did pay, you ate the money, and I'm also not receiving the deposit maybe because the landlady doesn't give deposits. So I'm just like, okay, so what do I do? I'm thinking fast, because that day I was supposed to pay my rent. I actually pay my rent like even before first of any month. I just pay 29th, 30th, I'm paying rent. So I'm like, hey, today is first. What do I do? Should I pay? Should I hold on? So I'm just like, okay, I will hold on. Again, I call her. I text her. She doesn't reply. And imagine at that time she used to actually come to the apartments almost every day. And within those 3 days that I had mentioned I'll be moving, she did come. She's not receiving calls. She's like, any things just got haywire. And then who am I? I'm just there. And then one Sunday evening, one Sunday afternoon, I'm in the house, and something hit my mind. Actually, before you maybe hold on the money, what you can do is simply just go look for a house and then move. And guys, I had walked. I went to Ruaka. I went where. You've seen those houses. I went to Bumba. I don't know where. I did get houses. Even Mirema. I was not getting a house within my budget and what I was looking for. So that day I'm coming this side, Eastlands, and I'm just like, so we were just in the vehicle, and then a friend of mine says, hey, I've seen these houses, they've opened the gates. Can we maybe just go and then check and see maybe if they have houses? So we come in where the apartment is inside. You just walk in and you freeze. Lighting, space, and I'm sorry. So I'm just standing there. I'm actually frozen because I am not my mind is just beating high. I'm like, okay, this is a house I love to live in, but will I be able to get to the amount they want? So I'm just like, okay, if I don't like have the money to go, I'll just move on and forget about this, but it's not hard to ask. So because I'm afraid to ask, I tell my friend to ask the guy, and then the guy just says it's this amount, and I'm just like, are people coming in yet? And it's like, yeah, people are already paying, but moving in date is 3rd of February. And I'm like, 3rd is on Wednesday, I'll be at work. How will this happen? And my mind is just like this. So I'm just like, okay, so can I pay deposit first before? And the guy's like, no. If you want the house, you just have to pay, because if you give me deposit and then somebody comes with the money, they are able to pay the deposit and rent, I will just take the deposit and rent, and you won't have a house. So I'm just like, okay, should I just pay and then move out on Saturday, or should I just wait and then count my losses, and then if I come and get a house, I'll move in? So I'm just thinking, and something within me just says, S. Okay, you don't know me as S. Okay, you know me as Miss Sweet. So something within me just tells me, Miss Sweet, this is your house. And I'm just like, God, if I'm making a wrong decision, please may it not affect me whatsoever. And we all know wrong decisions usually affect you. So I'm praying that the wrong decision doesn't affect me. So I'm just like, hey. And then I'm just like, with the guy, can I send my M-Pesa? And he's like, yes. And guys, imagine I'm trusting this guy. I don't know him. I only have his phone number. I don't even know his name. And I'm asking him, but why don't you have the number for the account to pay everything? And he's like, Mimi, this house is mine. You want to pay for the house? Well and good. If you don't want, you go, wait for the day you come. Ukipata house, kupata, feels in love. Hey, I'm just like, this case genuine. But at the same time, I'm just remembering what happened on the other side with the caretaker. And I'm just like, God, please, God, I hope I'm not making the wrong decision ever. So me nani, there I go transacting the cash. I sent to the guy. The guy is like, yes, you already booked. Your rent is already paid. You can move in on 3rd. And I'm like, no, I'm not able to move in on 3rd because it will be Wednesday and be at work. Maybe on the weekend of 6th. And it's like, it's fine. The house is yours. And it's like, do you want to do wallpapers? Come do them. Do you want to do light fixtures? Come do it. You want to paint your color? Come paint. And I'm just looking at him like, so there are people out here who want people to live the way they want. And I'm just like, So yes, when he said that, I was just like, hallelujah. But at the same time, I was just looking at him like, I don't want to paint first, because actually I'm looking at having wallpapers all through the house, because this time I don't want to paint. And I don't even want to drill on the wall. So I just want to have my TV stand in itakuwa ina move without mounting it on the wall. Because you'll realize that at this time, my TV stand is kale kakona tire kanatembea tu kenyewe. Si ya kumountiwa kwa wall. but I will get to that soon. So I pay and then go back. When going back to my other house, I'm texting now the landlady, hi madam, so I'm not able to wait for the deposit any longer. What will happen is I'm counting my losses and I'll be moving on 6th of February. Now I'm texting her on the 1st of February, remember. Hey, this lady, I saw blue ticks because it was on WhatsApp. She read and then she blue ticked me, and I was there waiting. She didn't get back to me, and I was just like, all right. Then I'm counting my losses. So me, I just stayed, I was just hoping that asikuje akaniekea pale kwa mlango. I moved out. 2 weeks later, guys, 2 weeks later, she calls me and I'm like, I called you didn't pick, so I'm not gonna pick. She called the first time, I didn't pick. Second, I didn't pick. The third time, I didn't pick. So when I'm on my way to work at around 7:30 in the morning, and I receive a message at morning, if you don't want to receive my call, if you don't want this to be a police case, so you don't know the call, get back to me soon. And I'm just like, this woman, how do you text me like this? You still have my 17,500 and you text me this bullshit. You know what I did? I texted back and I'm like, hi, morning. I remember I called you 2 weeks ago wanting to get clarification and to inform you about my moving and the deposit and how you'll use it. You didn't get back to me, so I don't have anything to get back to you to. Just use my 17,500 to do whatever you want to do. Do you know what happened? She called. So she's like, morning. I'm just like, morning. So I'm calm, morning. And she's like, sijaona rent yako ya February. February. I moved out like 2 weeks ago. And I'm telling her I moved out. And she's like, hey, uli move out siku gani? Tarehe 6. And she's there. Ati, unajua ulitoka kwa nyumba yangu ukapaka rangi. Ati, I need money to repaint. And I'm just there looking at the road where the vehicle is moving. And I'm like, this woman, what do I tell you? And I don't know where, like, I just asked her, you have my 17,500. You unadai rent ya siku 5. Kwa hiyo 17,500, kata 5,000 ya siku 2 hapo kwa February. Unabaki na pesa ngapi? Around 11,500. 11,500, you know what you'll do with it? You will paint the house. Anything I broke, you'll do with that money. Yenye itabaki, kunywa soda. That is how bad I can be. Kunywa soda. You know what happened? She actually told me, wewe, utaona, akakata simu. I'm laughing, but this is not a laughing case, by the way. Cause me, I was feeling like, why are you talking like, alafu anagombana, like ile kugombana literally. Me, I'm just like, unagombana na kuna 17,500. What for? So guys, let's close that story from there. So that is one of the reasons why I moved, you know, because when I moved in, there was no trust at the beginning, because I didn't know. These guys wangefika mahali hata wanirushe nje ya nyumba wakiniambia kulipa rent, kulipa deposit before kwa nyumba. So mimi I saw that beforehand because nilikuwa tunakaa lakini nilikuwa na shuku. So guys, for me to decide and move out as soon as I had to, it was because of those things. I didn't have trust in my landlady and caretaker. Walikuwa wananikalia watu wa hivi. Me, I want somebody who's like this, because hata mimi sitacheza na nyumba yako hivyo hivyo tu, unajua. So I need to trust the landlady and the landlord, whoever, and the caretaker. And then I was looking for space. I was looking for lighting. I was bored, guys. I was bored. And I was looking for value of my money. 5 things that made me move out of that house, guys. 5. So yes, guys. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. I hope you continue subscribing, guys. I hope you continue liking the video. Share with your friends. Share with your exes. Share with everybody. Share with your church members. Tell them there's a lady out here, it's called Miss Sweet. Let's check out her videos and come and binge watch on my channel, guys. I have so much amazing content for you. I have hauls, I have tours, I have house hunting, I have my own lifestyle videos. I cook actually, but I don't post cooking videos. So yes, guys, thank you so much for clicking on the video. I just hope that you continue subscribing. Give me a thumbs up, guys, and above all, guys, thank you so much for showing me love. Thank you, guys. Thank you. A lot of love to you too. So guys, I will see you on my next episode, but in the meantime, thank you so much, guys, and what do I say other than peace, and I'm out, guys.